Good morning, everyone. Hey, I am just getting on to just let everybody know that I am starting my loading for round 2. So first off, Lynn, notice, twisted pony. Yeah, I did it. Still don't know if I really like it. I think it's a great like workout hairdo. I really don't like having my hair all pulled back, and I think it just right now with still having, you know, quite a bit of weight to release, but did it just to show you how it looked when I went for my workout the other day. So thank you, Lynn, for the awesome hairdo. I hope you do more. I love that. And been doing my eyes differently since you put that on too, and I'm going to a baseball game today for my 9-year-old son, and I know all my friends are going to be like, whoa, like, where are you going after this? Did you go on a date? You know, with my husband. And so it's going to be kind of funny. So I may take this out and probably put on jeans and everything, but I am wearing an outfit that is, I'm going to do body shot in just a little bit, that this is the outfit that I want to, it's kind of like my round goal outfit for this round, for round 2. So today is going pretty good. So I started my first injection this morning and loading. By 8:30 this morning, I was already like 24 grams of fat over my normal fat intake. So I started loading pretty good. So the first thing I did loading was started, you know, just like 1/4 of a cup of Mac nuts. And then I had some other stuff. But one of the things I was just going to share, I know later today I'm going to go to Starbucks and get a breve, a grande breve latte. And that's made with all heavy cream. And I looked it up, and that breve grande size is like 50 grams of fat. So I'm going to have one of those for the next 3 days. I'm going to do the 3-day load. So one of the reasons why I started early was I wrote down some things that I started to notice. You know, if you've watched my vlogs for the last few days, you know that, I mean, it's not like I've been struggling really bad. It's just that I started noticing my mindset was kind of slipping, and I think I really want to get into P2. I want to start getting my mind just back to where it's supposed to be in my body, you know. I want to just make sure that I keep my desires and my flesh under control, and be mindful of what I was doing. So I started not being very mindful. So there's some things that I wrote down that I started noticing at the end of this P4. So I was starting to get away from when I'm hungry, eating only when I'm hungry, and I was starting to eat when I was having a cravings. Normally what I do is, you know, I definitely kind of eat, you know, with a hunger scale. And that's been, you know, working great. And then when I get like a craving or, you know, a mental desire to eat, a mental craving, I'll usually have some tea. And I kind of stopped doing that. So I started, you know, just grabbing something healthy, you know, like, you know, very, you know, P3 friendly snack. But, so I started noticing that I was starting to snack a little bit more than what I should. You know, it wasn't affecting the scale too much. And then another thing that I was doing, yeah, so I stopped asking myself when I, you know, was feeling hungry, and that I stopped asking myself what the best choice is, you know, that I should have. Whether it be, you know, a complex carbohydrate, something that's, you know, really high in fiber, high in protein and stuff. I kind of stopped asking myself that, and was allowing my flesh, my body, and my desires to start telling me what to eat. So I just really wanted to get that under control. So again, you know, starting the round 2, so I'm really excited. For me, the goals for this round, I would I'm not going to set huge goals. You know how I've been talking about I don't do too good when I actually set goals. So I'm not going to set extremely high goals. So what I would like to do though is get to where I was last summer. And that was where I was right after my very first, you know, attempt at HCG. And then, you know, after that attempt though, you know, I gained it all back because I didn't know how to do, you know, P3. Right. And so it just went right back on. So I am at 237.4 right now. Last year when I was starting P3, I was at, I threw away the records that I had. I believe I was right at about 226. So it's a little bit less than 10 pounds. So I think I can do 10 pounds, you know, on this next round. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for, you know, the 43, do a long round. And so that's just mainly my main goal. I really want to fit into this outfit that I have on. Oh, another thing, because I'm looking on my bed. So I have everything in here. I'm hiding from the kids. One of the things I found that is a super awesome load thing. I know Gina Mac was talking about how, you know, she was just like, just eating the cream cheese by the spoonfuls and that on her last load. I think that's what you said you're doing. So I was like, oh, I'll do that. So I did have some this morning, but I had found it at the store. This is the Philadelphia cream cheese, but it's chocolate. Milk chocolate cream cheese, and it says indulgent. So I think on loading days, those is definitely what you're doing. You're indulging. This has 7 grams of fat for 2 tablespoons. So here's what I've been doing. I've been taking it by the spoonful and been eating that with the mac nuts. I put, you know, a teaspoon of the indulgent, you know, cream cheese, chocolate cream cheese, and put a mac nut on top and then eat that. So let's see, I have my fit on here. So this is as of, it's 10:30 right now. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. You see my fat percentage right now? 71%. I've just started. So I am at 71%. I'm way over my daily, you know, fat intake. So that's another reason why I wanted to do the 3-day load. You know, I don't like to feel super, you know, that gross gorge fullness, which I know, you know, we kind of need to do. But after having, you know, that, you know, the cupcake stuff the other day, I mean, I just felt so bloated and gross just from that. So I know, like, I don't want to feel that, and I get really bad heartburn. So I've been taking Prilosec already this morning. So I am trying to change, you know, what I'm putting in my mouth. You know, gonna do avocado guacamole and stuff like that later too. But I'm trying to get, you know, mostly what I can find with the highest amount of fat. Okay, so my measurements have almost pretty much stayed the same since when I ended my round 1 and when now starting round 2. So all through P3, P4, I pretty much have stayed the same. I did go up 1 inch in my chest. Those girls just love to pack it on. And then also I went up 1 inch in my mid-ab. Everything else stayed the same. So I can't wait to start seeing that go down. So okay, so here goes the body shot. So I'm going to have to switch this. The lighting is really bad. I don't know if I can switch it in the mid. I don't think I can. So I'm just going to turn the mirror and get closer. Okay, so this outfit, these are pants that I wore last summer after my first round. And then this is a top that I just bought sorry guys, not too long ago. Wish I could have turned this around, but so you can see this muffin top. I mean, look how big that is. That's okay. So here's, oh Lord, I hate doing that. I'm really bad at this, guys. So here it is. Okay, I'd rather put my shirt down. over it. So my goal is to get, maybe just hold it like this. My goal is to get, that's probably better. There we go. So see the back rolls? The shirt is looking really stretched right here. Looks like I'm about, if I bend my back, watch this, yeah. About like, you know, 7 months pregnant. Oh my gosh, I was bigger than a house on my pregnancy. I put on like 60 to 80 pounds each pregnancy. And you can't see with the lighting, but oh yeah, the booty's pretty tight. So, I would like to get that taken care of. And here's really great view. Oh gosh, I hope my daughter doesn't see this one. So, that is my goal, to have these pants fit with a little looseness would be really nice, and to be able to maybe wear this top. So, that's going to be my goal for this round. So, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good Saturday. Have fun. I know in Washington it's super sunny and it's supposed to be like 77 degrees and we're all like, oh, woo, we gotta get outside. So that's what we're gonna go do. Talk to you guys later. Bye.